everyone, welcome back to Digits. Today we'll be doing, again, chapter 13. Just this part we're talking about parallelograms and how to find the area of a parallelogram. So let's go ahead and take a couple of notes before we get started. Copy this into your notebook. Yeah, I know it's the least favorite part, but guess what? It's going to help you because you'll have a reference whenever you're doing your work at home. Yay! To decompose a shape, break it up to form other shapes. We talk about decompose a lot in science, and we're going to talk about it a little bit in math. You can decompose a parallelogram to form a rectangle. So wherever your parallelogram starts to angle a little bit, you can draw a straight line, move the side over to the opposite end of your parallelogram, and create not another parallelogram, but a rectangle. Okay? And notice we draw this line where a 90-degree angle is formed. Okay? That's very important to remember because this H right here is going to help you find your height. Let's keep going. A really important to note to keep in mind is when you're finding an area, you aren't always going to measure a random side. For a parallelogram, you will need to find the line that meets the base and forms a 90-degree angle. So a lot of times they do this where the line starts to angle a little bit, more slanted instead of straight up and down. Okay? Think of it like this. When you're going to the doctor for a checkup, okay? This is you. You're smiling because you did not have a shot today. You're just going to see how tall you are. You have a really long torso. And you're kind of happy because he gave you a little lollipop. Yay! But when they're measuring your height, they're going to measure you straight up and down. They're not going to measure you like this. Or like this. That's not going to tell you the height of your parallelogram, just like it's not going to tell you the height of your little person right here. So keep that in mind when you're finding your height of your parallelogram. It's got to form a 90-degree angle. It needs to be 90 degrees from your base. And this little guy right here tells you 90 degrees. Okay? And it forms half of the square. Alright, let's keep going. So, guess what? We have more notes. Woohoo! We're going to solve this problem, and we're going to talk about the steps you need to take when solving this problem. Okay, so find the area of a parallelogram. We got to decompose parallelogram by making a right angle, and then we need to solve the steps. Okay? The first thing you need to do every single time when you're finding area, volume, whatever, you need to write your formula. Step one is always write your formula. Okay? In this situation, because a parallelogram is a type of rectangle, you're going to use the same formula as a rectangle. Step two. Find the base and height of your parallelogram. So on this parallelogram, you have a base of 10 inches and a height of 7 inches. Notice the 7-inch line is 90 degrees from your base. All right, let's keep going. Step 3. Place your base and height into the formula that you've already written. So, you're not just going to go 10 times 7. You need to write your formula again. Just replace your B and H with your numbers that you know. Alright, let's keep going. Last step, my favorite step, solve for A. If you multiply 10 inches times 7 inches, you will have 70 inches squared, and it will also look like this. Okay? Now, some people are wondering, well, when do I know inches squared are just inches? Well, if you're multiplying inches times inches, you're going to have inches squared. Just like 3 times 3 times 3 is 3 cubed, or 3 to the third power. And 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 to the third power. And 2 times 2 is 2 to the second power. Inches times inches is inches squared. Okay? So whenever you're multiplying two measurements that are the same, you're just going to square. Alright, let's find the area of this parallelogram by using our steps. Again, write your formula. I can't say it enough times because some people will end up writing the wrong formula or skipping parts of their formula. Just write a random number. It's not how you do it. Okay? See if you can solve it by yourself using the formula, using the steps that we just wrote down. Okay, if you get stuck, push play and we'll see how it works. Alright, so far you should have area equals 7 1/4 times 3 1/3. That's how you set this problem up. Now you just have to take your numbers, multiply them together to solve your problem. So, there's a couple of ways to do this, but we're going to do the shortcut, which would be turning them into improper fractions, multiplying, and then turning them back into mixed numbers. So let's go ahead and get started. 7 1/4. You multiply 7 times 4 and add your 1. We talked about this a couple of units ago. 7 times 4 is going to give us 28, plus 1 is 29. We have 29 over 4. The denominator is going to stay the same. Look at our second mixed number. We're going to multiply our whole times our denominator, add our numerator. So we do 3 times 3 plus 1 is 10 over 3. My favorite thing to do with these is to cross-reduce. Some people don't like to do that. They like to wait till the end. I like to go ahead and take care of it. 4 and 10 have a common factor of 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now we have 29 times 5, which is 145, over 2 times 3, which is 6. Now, if you were to go to Lowe's or somewhere, and you're like, okay, I need 145 6 feet of wood, they're going to look at you like crazy. They're like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you got to turn it into a mixed number to make it a little easier for people to figure out, okay, what this guy's talking about. So we got to do 145. Your denominator is going to be your divisor. Since we're turning it into a mixed number, we don't have to add decimals and zeros at the end. Okay, just like what we did in the last unit. 6 can go into 14 twice, and we get 12. Remainder of 2, bring it down to 5. 6 goes into 25 more times, which is 24. You have a 1. So your answer is going to be 24 and 1/6. Now again, you went to Lowe's or Home Depot, wherever you shop, I don't know, and you were to go in there and say, I need 24 and 6 feet of wood, that'll be a little bit more easy to figure and understand than that random improper fraction. Okay, sometimes you'll leave it improper, but usually you'll turn it into a mixed number. Alright, so I want you to try these by yourself. Use your steps and solve them. When you're done, push play to reveal the correct answers. Okay, I just wrote in your answers for you guys. The ones that were not 16 centimeters squared would be the first one and the last one. Alright, now look at this guy right here. You look at it and be like, oh, no, that's not a 90-degree angle, it's angled. If you were to turn this so that way the bottom was flat and it goes like this. That 90-degree angle is meeting right here. Okay? So yes, it is a 90-degree angle. It's just turned over. You just, like they've been saying, decompose it or move it around or flip it so that way it makes sense. I'm going to erase all this. Okay? No, we're not doing this one. This one I want you to solve in your notebook. Just to remind yourself how to do it. Okay, step 1, rewrite your formula. So again, we're going to write it again to you in your head. Doesn't matter how many times you write it, because even if you remember it, still write it down. Area equals base times height. Okay? I'm going to be looking for this on the digits. I'm going to be looking for this on the test. You have to have your formula. Area equals base times height. Now we need to figure out what our base and height is. Our base is 16 yards. Our height is 7 yards. Alright, now we have to replace our variables with the numbers that we know. Area equals 16 times 7. Now we solve for area. Alright, so now we're just multiplying our base and height and our yards together. Whoops, to get our answer. 16 times 7. Okay, well 7 times 6 is 42, plus 7 times 10, which is 70. 70 plus 42 is going to be 112. Definitely didn't write my equal sign that. Whoops. Sorry, area equals 112. And since we're doing yard times yards, yards squared. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, that was the last one. Never mind, we're not going to keep going. Okay, so use your formula, use your steps. Now I want you to complete the digits 13 through 3. You can do this. I believe in you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And God bless America.